Hello, hello there, my crafty friends. It's Candy here from SweetStamper.com, and I'm so happy to be with you here today. I'm going to share with you a really fun Halloween card that we are going to do. And I'm just going to take a minute to get situated here with my stuff, make sure I'm in the camera, make sure that you can see what I'm seeing and that everything is coming through as it should. We'll also give people a minute to find us. And before I do my Halloween card demonstration, I'm going to just put a little plug in for my upcoming events that are still open for registration. So hi Jackie, I'm glad that you are here with me today. Looks like everything is coming through on the view, so we're in good shape. So this is what I'm making today, and we are going to use this Yeti 2-party bundle, but we're going to make a Halloween. We're going to make him into a little Halloween monster, and it's going to be so cute. You're going to absolutely love it. I got this idea when I was in New Orleans from another demonstrator, and I think you're going to absolutely love it as much as I do. And one of the reasons I'm sharing this today is because we just have a week left of the ability to get the dies. So the dies are part of the Perfect Partners campaign. And these dies are only available through the end of September. Now, the stamp set is in the holiday mini, so it's available, through December. But I think you're going to want these dies. Look at the cute little images. There's so many cute things here. Now, these little mountains, they're kind of funky mountains. They go with the Yeti. But, the artwork really goes with the Yeti. But I'm looking at this the ice cream cone is adorable. The little cup of hot cocoa, or it could be cider. It could be a hot toddy. It could be, you could do anything with it. But then, you've got some gifts. I've got a granddaughter with a winter birthday, and she's getting a pink Yeti. So there's just so many cute things about Yeti to Party. The bundle again is $41.25, and it's only available through the end of the month. So after that, you can still get the stamp set. So if if your budget allows you to do that, I would say go for it, because you get the 10% off with the bundle. If you can't do that right now, then I would get the dies right now, and then I would get the stamp set later. So, you lose that 10% savings, but it might be that way that helps you to get the Yeti to Party. Okay, let me just show you a couple of things that are still open for registration, and then we're going to stamp. So this is my bingo, online bingo. We play on the 30th of September, and that is going to... that is available for registration, and you get everything to make these 3 gorgeous cards, including the stamp set. Thank you very much. And it's a $39 ticket. This comes to you in the mail. Everything is cut, ready to go. You also get a bingo board, and then that way, when we play bingo, all the prizes for bingo are gift certificates. So you might win a $50 or a $75 gift certificate. You get whatever you want for your bingo winnings. It's a lot of fun. We play on Zoom, and that is on September the 30th, which is a Friday night. Now, let's see. Oh, I'm a little bit distracted. I will admit to you freely, I'm a little bit distracted. I had 2 major deaths in our church last week, and we are still working through a lot of funeral plans and things. So I'm a little bit scattered in my thinking. And I'm making sure that these dates that I have that I've already set, that I'm not conflicting with anything with celebration of life services and viewings and things like that. So anyway, September 30th, this is still on, and you need to register though. I've got a few spots left, and I have everything here that's going to go out the door, and you are going to, what was I going to say? You'll get everything in the mail. You have 2 more days to register. That's what I was going to say. Okay. Now, one other thing that's still open for registration, actually two things. So my October Christmas card class, you make these 5 gorgeous cards. Let me grab the tag because it's over here. This is the last in a series of Christmas card classes. If you've taken all 4 of them, you get the Caroling My Stamp set for free. So let me pull that down just to remind you. Just to remind you, so if you've taken all of them, I told you I would reward you with this adorable stamp set, and you get this absolutely free. So this is my Christmas card class by mail. You get everything prepped and ready to go for these 5 cards, plus this adorable little tag, if I might say so myself. You did get the full set of the holiday sequins. If you haven't gotten a hold of these yet, you definitely want to. This is what they look like in the sealed package, but the colors are really gorgeous. So you get the gold and the white, and then this is Calypso Coral, but look how nice it blends with that Poppy Parade. And these green ones, there's a lot of greens in this paper, and they go in a lot of different directions. So I think that you will love it. So Lena, you're asking about the bingo. Yeah, I mean, there's not a different price with and without the stamp set. It just comes with it. So yeah, you can give the stamp set for a free gift for somebody. With this Christmas card class, you also get a half roll of this gorgeous organdy ribbon. And like I said, everything prepped and ready to go. You do get a quarter pack of the Christmas Seasons. Painted Christmas designer series paper. It's gorgeous. And then I used mainly a greeting stamp set, and this is the one I used, Hope and Peace. It's gorgeous. This is in the Holiday Mini. It is a more reason for the season, more of an inspirational messages for Christmas. You could use your own greetings on this if you choose. I did also use some of the pine cones and the holly leaves and stuff from the Christmas season stamp set, and there are dies. This is actually a carryover from last year's holiday. It's in our main catalog. So, you can add those on if you want. You can use what you have at home if you want, but this is my Christmas card classic. Everything you get, everything here is $28, and that includes your shipping. So I think it's a pretty good deal. Okay. One other thing is if you are in the San Antonio area, my regular card class is this Saturday, and I still have a few spots available. So just put in the comments, and I will come back to the comments after I'm finished and give you any kind of links for, card classes, or let you know that I have you on my list for Saturday. Okay. Enough with the commercials. Let's Yeti. So I have a basic black card base. This is 11 by 4 1/4, and we are going to just pull that like so. And then look at that lovely. This is Parakeet Party, my favorite of the new in colors. And yes, actually, Lena, you are already on the list for Saturday's card class, so yay for you. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to build a little background here, and I don't really even have can't even give you the dimensions yet, but I will. If you're interested in the dimensions, I will give them to you. Now, whenever I do something like this, I do like, when I can, to have a little bit of overlap, and then I can decide if I want more of the designer paper to show or more of this to show. It just kind of gives you a little bit of flexibility. So this is basic black, and I'm just going to make a little bit of a base down here. And I am using the Gingham Cottage Designer Series paper. This was in my card class this month, and it's just super cute. But instead of using this one, I'm going to use the more like lattice piece. So any kind of black paper, black and white patterns would look cute with this. I like that. The Halloween paper this year is very it's black and white. So you could use that. Now, that's the way the front of my card is going to go. I've got a little bit of an overhang there, but that's okay, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some of this washi this is super fun. So this is part of our Halloween suite, and look at those fun colors. So we haven't had washi tape in a long time, and it's really fun to use. So what I'm going to do is find the end somewhere. Theoretically, I'm going to find the end. Yikes, where are you? Ay, ay, ay. Lord have mercy, I can't find the end anywhere. Okay, where are you? Maybe I'm just going to dig into it and make my own end. Okay, that's what we're going to do. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to run that right across like so. And I'm just, you know, the nice thing about washi, if you haven't used it, it's just like masking tape. You can just tear it. Okay, so I have torn it, and I am going to run that right along there. And doesn't that give just a lovely little bit of sparkle and a nice little pop of color? I love it. Okay, so that's going to go right there, and that is ready to go down. I'm going to go ahead and just assemble this and get it all ready, and then we're going to put our monster on last. So what I need is a basic white panel, which I forgot to get. So let me grab that. And we're going to put an inside greeting on this with our basic black. And I'm using greetings from Scary Cute because there are definitely no Halloween greetings here. So I'm going to use Scary Cute, and I'm going to grab this one here. And this would be super cute for anybody, but yeah, grandkids is what I'm thinking. I've got grandkids who don't live close by. Honestly, you know, even when my grandkids who live here in the U.S., when they lived locally here in San Antonio, it was fun to mail them a card because then they get mail, and it's, you know, it's fun. So let's clean that. Candy will be good for a change, and put this away while I'm, partly because I need that block. So let's just be real here. There's a reason I'm doing that. Okay, so that's going to go on the inside of my card. Say scary and say boo and scary on. I love it. And you know, I have a little bit of a halo. You can see a little bit of ink that caught the edge of my stamp. And let's see. Hello, Marcia and Pam. Hello. Oh, I'm glad you're going to come. Pam and Stella and Lena. Yay. And Pam, yes, you're going to get that free stamp set because you've taken all 4 of the Christmas card classes in the series. Now, there's a little bit of ink right there. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take this right here. And wow, somehow I am not finding there it is. You know what we're going to do? We're just going to do a little bit of this right here. We're going to go like that. And we are just going to bring a little sparkle to the inside. That totally covered my little ink mishap. Okay. So we are bringing this together. Now, before I get my Big Boss out, we're going to also do our front greeting, which is going to be this Halloween happiness. So let's get this going like so. And I just pulled out a white scrap, and we are going to punch this out. I mean, this comes together really quickly, ladies and gentlemen. But there's going to be a lot of wow factor, so just wait. Just wait till you see what I've got for you. You're going to love it. Okay, we are bringing in Label Me Fancy Punch. And that's going to go like so. You know what would be cute? I could even add a little bit of ribbon there, but yeah, I probably shouldn't. Probably should just leave well enough alone. Okay, so this is going to go right here. And it's a little bit crooked, but I think on a Halloween card you can get away with crooked really well. That needs a regular dimensional, and all I have is white. Does that look okay? You know what? I'm going to do that again. Let me grab another piece of white. That's going to bother me. So if you're coming on late and you live locally here in San Antonio, I still have a couple of spots for my Saturday card class this Saturday. So let me know in the comments if you would like to join us. Halloween happiness. Let's try this again. Let's ink this up and stamp it here. And you know, I couldn't have stamped it crooked because I punched it out. So I punched it out crooked. That's pretty sad, isn't it? That chamois is really dry. I need to get one out that has a little bit more moisture on it. Okay, here we go. Let's get this baby done and dusted. Okay, so now let's line this up. It's not hard candy. There we go. Hey, Crystal, I'm glad you have joined us. Welcome, welcome. We are making a Halloween Yeti card. Actually, we're turning the Yeti into a little monster, but a very scary, cute monster because that's the kind of monsters I like. Now let's just grab a couple of these black dimensionals for our Halloween card. Okay, now we are ready for the magic to happen, and that is going to be two things we're going to do. One thing we're going to do is we're going to create a little piece of paper. Man, these things, you can't find the end. I'm having to just create my own end. We are going to create a little piece of sparkly paper. So what we're going to do is we're going to go like this and like this with our scrap, and that is going to allow me to die cut that into a shape, and I will have an orange sparkly shape, and it will already be, it will even have some sticky on the back. Yeah, this glitter washi is really, really nice. I love it. Oh, my green's still in there. Now, let's see. Is that going to be... I'm going to cut that out with a heart. So let me see. Whoopsie. Ay, ay, ay. My dies are falling everywhere. This is what I want to cut out. Is that big enough? Let's do a little bit more. I don't want to have to be fiddling and then I don't get it positioned right and then I can't. Yeah, I need a little bit more wiggle room. Okay, so we're going to die cut a little heart. Look at there. And let's get our Yeti to monster going. So what I'm going to do is I have a piece of Parakeet Party cardstock. And I am going to stamp my Yeti, but I'm going to stamp him. I want to make a different face. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my basic black marker. Now, basic black marker you can just buy on its own. All of our other Stampin' Write markers come in families, but this one you can buy by itself, and it actually is a real workhorse because you know, you can use this little tip right here. Sometimes if you stamp a greeting and you didn't quite, you know, one of your letters didn't come out, you can, all the way, you can always use a little bit of this marker to fill that in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come around the edge of my Yeti and I'm going to just use the brush tip and brush on my stamp. And that is going to give me the outline of my Yeti, but he's going to become a Monsters, Inc. monster. perfect for Halloween, and I guarantee you this card will make anybody smile. So let's get his arm going. And then I'm just going to leave his face off completely. I don't want to use any of his face. So he will be a faceless monster. Get his little ears up there. Okay, I think I've got everything. Let me get that a little bit. Now, when you do this, you want to huff on it. So I'm just going to breathe on it. That's what you could hear. So that is going to go there. Now, before I punch him out with my die, what I'm going to do is a couple of little things. Let's see. I do have my Parakeet Party Stampin' Write marker, and I'm just going to go right alongside here, and that's just going to give it a little bit more definition and kind of outline him without outlining him. I'm kind of emphasizing more the Parakeet Party and making him a super green monster. So, you know, this would be a cute monster to encourage your kids to eat their greens, you know. So there we go. And we're just, you see how that really just kind of gives a nice outline to him without making it darker, without bringing in more black, but just kind of highlights the whole monster. Now, I am actually going to run this through my mini cut and emboss. So I'm going to bring this down, and I think that all of our stamping, we are done with everything except, let me grab my die. Now, all of the bundles that are part of the Perfect Partners campaign, they all work with the mini cut and emboss. So, I mean, I will say I've been talking to several of my demonstrator and customer friends about the mini who have it and like it. It works great. I think that if you are an avid stamper, it's really nice to have on your desk because it's so small. I think the other thing that if you don't have a die cutting machine at all, it's a good way to start. You know, there are limits, so it's not like the big one that will do everything, but it's pretty nifty. It works great on everything that's a embossing folder or a die that is this width will basically work in here. So it's pretty nifty. Now, there's my platform. I think you guys can see everything here. So what I'm going to do is line up my Yeti. The other thing is I do find that on this mini cut and emboss, for whatever reason, I don't know, my plates don't seem to bow as much as they do on the big one. I'm not sure why that is. Okay, so let's now run him through. And again, I got this I got this idea from another demonstrator when I was in New Orleans at backstage. So there is my green monster. And then I need to run through, might have been able to do this with the monster, but I thought, well, I'm just going to make sure that, and I've just layered that up with my glitter washi, and that gives me a little orange heart, orange for Halloween, because my Yeti is going to have, whoopsie, a little heart. Okay, so there he is. Now, I am going to put these dies away because I don't want to lose them. I will tell you, I had a small die recently that I didn't put away immediately, and I hunted everywhere. And I have some little magnet things near my my Big Boss, and I normally put them down on there, but you know, sometimes you're in the middle of creating. Yeah, I didn't, and eventually I did find it, but yeah, I don't like that feeling where I'm looking frantically for a lost die. Not a good feeling at all. So I'm trying to minimize those situations. So here we go. we are going to put him just like this, and wait for it. We have a googly eye that we are going to put down on his face. We have one giant googly eye because he's going to become a Cyclops. Since we did not put, you see what I mean? He's a Monsters, Inc. guy now. And I'm going to come back in here with my, let me see, do I want the fine tip? Yeah, that'll work. And I'm going to give him a little mouth there. So now I've taken my Yeti and I've made him into a Monsters, Inc. monster card. And now I'm going to give him this little heart, and I'm wishing Halloween happiness and say scary and boo on to my recipient. Now, let's go ahead. And since I was originally going to pop him up on Dimensional, since this is popped up and his leg needs to go underneath, I'm just going to put him on. Now I could do that. Yeah, I think I'm going to do it this way because I don't want that green kind of going across his crotch. So there we go. I don't want the sparkly green going right there. So there we go. There is our Monsters, Inc. monster. Now, I do need to, I can pop this up on a Dimensional. That's going to work great. So let's grab one of these and tell me what you think about my Monsters, Inc. Halloween card, where we've turned the Yeti into a little monster. So there we have it. It is Yeti to Party. This is the bundle. And there's my host code for this month. So this is the Yeti to Party. And remember that the dies are only available through the end of the month. So what I used to color him, because I've put him on colored cardstock, is I've used a black Stampin' Write marker. It's $3. I mean, we need to have these. This is one of those must-have pieces, because you see how if this had not come through all the way, I could easily just come in here and fix a letter. That happens with a lot of, the things that you stamp in black. If you're not using your Stamparatus, sometimes you need to go back over it with just a little something. So I did use the Gingham Cottage as the designer paper I used here, and then just basic black, basic white cardstock. Oh, I forgot to put there's Parakeet Party cardstock on here too. And then your glitter, your washi glitter. It's $9. You get 4 rolls, and there's quite a bit on these rolls. So you can just have a lot of fun with them. And you notice how in here I even put a little bit there, and that was largely to cover up a little bit of a black boo-boo. It wasn't really dark, but it was bothering me. So that's all ready to go into the mail to one of my grandkids. But honestly, I could send this to one of my girlfriends, and they would be absolutely thrilled. So that is it, my Halloween Yeti card. And I hope that you are inspired. I will, because I've already put this together here, all I need to do is I'll add the Parakeet Party, and I'll fill in the measurements for you, just so that you have them. It's an inspiration sheet. I do try to do what I call an inspiration sheet for my Facebook Lives, and that means you get all the measurements and you get the supplies. Because you're watching the demonstration, you don't need really instructions. So that is it for today, a googly eye card, a little green monster for Halloween. And that is it. Don't forget, I have openings for a couple of my classes. I have openings for bingo, online bingo. I have openings for my card class this Saturday. And I have a couple of spots left in my Christmas card. Christmas card class stays open till the 24th for registration. But if you're coming to card class Saturday, I need to know today because we're prepping tomorrow. And bingo, you've got 2 more days to register. Okay, that is it for today. Thank you so much for tuning in. I really appreciate your support. I appreciate your thumbs up and your hearts, and anything that you send my way. Thumbs downs are not appreciated. No, I don't really. That's usually not coming my way, which I appreciate. So if you're watching the replay on YouTube, thank you so much. I appreciate you watching. I would love for you to give me a thumbs up there and a subscribe. So that's it for today. I will be here on Thursday for more stamping fun at 4:00 p.m. In the meantime, have a great week. Take care and God bless.